of the Potion C division, which is very tight right now. The standings are pretty close, so everything can happen right now.
Yeah, definitely. I just pulled them open. I think everyone that's racing tonight can get their way into the promotion zone.
Yeah, I think I don't have the standings right now, but I checked earlier, and Jeremy and Obi are exactly tied, the same score. Overswarm keeping a comfortable lead, so I'm pretty sure he's going to get a promotion, but second place is up for grabs, so everyone else got to work hard if they want to be promoted to Elixir next season.
Yeah, definitely. Even Keith, sitting in 5th right now, but not that many points back. So if they could get a win this week, that could jump them right into that promotion zone.
Yep. So I don't know if we want to do any other introduction. I don't know if our runners are ready to go. They should be pretty close, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll give a brief kind of explainer during the beginning, but yeah, let's see if our runners are ready and let's kick them off.
All
So
right.
they're ready.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? I'm going for Jeremy and his lead river strats.
I mean, I'm a big fan of river rafting adventures. I think there's a lot of talent across the board on the screen tonight. I mean, I would say the favorite is Overswarm, just looking at the average times, but
Yeah. Overswarm, sort of a new player coming. He's a serious player from the NES scene. He's holding a comfortable lead at 42 points and an average of 126, which is pretty solid. It's like Elixir times. So he has pretty much the first spot in his pocket. But Obi and Jeremy are tied with 30 points, and Dante is at 27 points. Keith with 24 points. So everything from second place to fifth place is really, really close. Could go either way.
yeah, definitely. And I think being the last week with so many spots up to grabs, I'll be curious if we see some more aggressive play, a little bit less maybe shopping and looting, or trying out some. You mentioned Leet River, some gambles. This would be a good time to gamble in a low popularity check and hope you hit a character.
Well, this is it. This is the final week. No more races. Like, it's like a winner takes it all, I guess, on this one. So, well, it's gotta be an exciting race. And interesting hash. We got an interceptor, a bird, Chupa, and General Leo. And off we go. What do we get? I see the murder child. Ooh, that's a solid set of checks. Tools lore. Health. So I have
nothing great in the lore list, I think.
Nope. Let's see Overswarm heading directly into the Imperial base. Keith following. Lots of chests there. I'll be heading to the returners. Got a little bit of divergence. Jeremy checking the airship.
Ice shield. That's pretty much the only good thing I saw out of. I would give that loot room a C-.
Yeah. It's nice to have a shield early to get some sort of magical offense. Especially if you have like a Terra and Realm. I'd like to see that.
But yeah, I guess we should explain, just in case, if you're new to Worlds Collide, this is a randomizer for Final Fantasy VI. It's open world, so we have access to both the World of Balance and World of Ruin and the airship from the very beginning. Unlike a lot of JRPG randomizers, instead of looking for key items, we are looking for characters, which unlock more places for us to try to get aggression or espers, because they teach us spells and make us more powerful. And then in this Ultros League flag settings, we need to find 6 characters and 9 espers in order to unlock the final set of switches and fight the many parts of Kefka.
Yep, and we also have a couple of objectives for skip in case you get destroyed by death checks. You can get a you can skip the tower walk by getting either 9 characters, 9 espers, or 21 checks. Whatever happens first, you get to skip the null walk, which is like a 4-minute time save or so.
I guess ooh, arrow. Never mind. That's a good lore. We won't have MP until like level 7 or 8 to be able to cast it, but that could carry us early.
Yeah, maybe we can score a gold hairpin or an economizer on the way. Who knows?
Magus hats and I think go with South Figaro shop. Those are always great. Big magic boost, very cheap. Love to see those early on. I saw from chat asking us with these characters, what is the most unorthodox play? What I would do is do the loot cave, get this free check. I would probably fight a soldier on the way out, so I got some levels. And then I'd see if I got enough money to go buy an Esper out of Zen, because it's over here. It's pretty close to the cave. And then if you're going unorthodox, then you go right to Lee River. That would be the wildest
the absolute
play.
Meme. Yeah, true.
Having Cyan is interesting too. If I found some rods or good early power, I might go do that dragon freebie as my opening check. There's a lot of options here, so I'm curious to see where our runners end up going first once they finish up their opening looting and shopping, looking to get enough power to get through. Well, it depends, I guess, runner to runner. At least one boss. I'm usually looking for maybe 2 just in case, but what are you thinking about when you're running around in the beginning, Pero?
Pretty much. Well, the answer to it is it depends. It depends on the party. Right now, I can see 2 solid casters, especially with Realm in the party. I want to see an Esper with a tier 3 spell. I want to see rods. I want to see elemental shields. Stuff that I can probably break and kill my first boss. Because right now we have 2 checks with fixed encounters. We have the Lead River and we have Auser's Mansion. So if it were me, I would loot the basement, maybe loot a few more chests, get earrings, and just go to Auser's. Try to get things started. That's me.
Yeah, and Auser's opening is a good one as well. There's some shops there, so it can be kind of nice to hit one last set of shops before doing a dungeon. Ooh, white dresses. Those are nice.
You get to pick the best chick in the game, which is Auction House. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it is a check, and so that 21 checks, the Auction House counts as a check. Our dragons count as a check, as well as the Atma spot inside of
that Ice Rods.
Yes.
On Keith's screen.
Do we have money though? Yes, definitely.
I see this opener is breakables galore. Rods, shields.
Ooh, I would have probably kept that behemoth suit, but that's just because I know Realm can wear in vanilla.
It's a tough call. Do you want to save endgame gear for later, or do you want to get that immediate punch for the early game? Get some bras, get some shields going. It's a tough call sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna get our first Esper checks.
We have an exceptional set of checks available. Cyan, I love Cyan's checks. They're so good.
5,200 gold for a glowing stone. I think we're gonna see our runners buy that.
Maybe check the others in.
Yeah, it might. I don't know. The odds on us getting a cheaper stone is gonna be pretty low.
We see Obi running through the cave. Overswarm looting the South Figaro World Balance. And with Shiva there on key screen.
It's gonna be keys first. Magicide.
Right. Let's see what our runners do to jumpstart the early game.
Yeah, that's the first progression that we've seen. I think another, with the sealed cave being empty and not raising progression, and also some breakable rods, I might be tempted to hit a Realms Esper Mountain check just because it's really quick, and we'd know if it was a character or not right away too.
What I like to do when I have Cyan is I like to do Mount Zozo early. Even if I don't do the dragon, it's almost free progression. Only get it like 1,000 GP. And if you get Warpstone and you get like a dead check heavy start, then you can pick up an Esper or a character there.
Yeah, we haven't. I don't think we've seen Warpstones yet. I saw smoke bombs. I'm not sure. That's definitely I wouldn't say necessity, but I've walked out of there the long way once or twice. You also have to have 1,000 gold, which I have once or twice not had going in
it's
there.
It's harder than it looks. Raise your hand in chat if you ever forgot about 1,000 GP when going to World of Ruins. Also.
So we're seeing Keith throw on some stuff. They might be magic power +2 on that Shiva Esper.
Ooh. Right off the bat.
So, and it was also teaching Ice too, but so throwing that on our lore user is pretty much good to go. I didn't see who the boss was at that castle, but
it was number 128 at Domazij, and Jamie picked it and he reset it.
But it was not a character there.
Okay, we have Warpstones here on Overswarm screen. They're on World of Ruins Sophia.
Very nice. Looks like Keith is going to take a grind. Naughty.
Ooh,
that's not good.
Pretty much the worst battle you can get.
No experience.
And you cannot escape out of it. It's just awful.
It looks like our starting tool might have been a noise blaster, so we've got a way to get an offering if we find the chest.
Keith is gonna have to break a rod to get out of this one, unfortunately. Right.
Because they have reflect naturally, right?
I'm not sure about that one, but he has. Oh, that's
absorbed ice though. Did they save before they did their grind?
I don't think so. If so, they would have reset it like a while ago. And he takes the reset, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, if they're looking for probably an encounter to get some levels to maybe fight that dragon with their rods, and they can always run inside of Zozo. Ooh.
Jeremy finding a fire rod on the clock at Narsh. It's like breakables everywhere.
Yeah, very generous. It looks like Keith was only set back maybe the transition and flight over to World of Ruins Zozo, so not a big setback. This is not a great grind fight either. Very weak beginning of game enemies. Let's look at this to level 4.
Overswarm heading into Alzer's Mansion. See what we get here. Alright. Some of our runners are still like looting and shopping. I mean, with this kind of power in shops, it's kind of hard to stop looting and shopping at sometimes when you have like eye shields, like fire rods, everything for sale, and you want to get everything, right? At some point, you have to stop doing that and just play the game and just get progression, right?
Yeah, I mean, at a certain point, we will run out of funds, to like continue buying all these great things too.
Keith about to
yeah.
take on the Storm Dragon
Interesting.
with rods. Ooh, this might be tough. Let's see if they can make it.
Yeah, the rods are good, and we saw runners, I think, most snagged earrings as well. The thunder rods would have been more efficient because Storm is weak to thunder.
Yeah, with the removal of Super Balls in Season 5, taking early dragons are, like, it's a very dangerous move at level 3. I only do it if I have, like, the Blowfish Rage, if I have, like, Cacturel or Phage, something like that. It's like the only time I take an early dragon. Or if I happen to loot a Super Bowl by miracle.
We got some neck hunters on Jeremy's screen. I think those are decent. Pretty good experience. And they give you some decent loot as well. I should update the tracker. Everyone looks like they bought that one Esper. Which is not a surprise. It was super cheap.
Yeah. And everyone has at their disposal the Magic Power +2. So they can capitalize on that. We're gonna see some quad 9s at the end of the run. We'll be about to
this is
check
tough.
on number 128.
Keith is really plinking this dragon down. I mean, we know we have elemental shields. We hate to break them, but
we have thunder shields for sale. I wouldn't blink an eye and just break one of them and be done with this fight.
Because they broke 2 ice rods and a thunder. They put about 3k in the storm dragon.
We got an old man at Outsource. It's Strago is the reward there. And the boss seems to be Ultras. Shout out to Uncle Alti in chat.
Yeah, we got Overswarm's got Arrow online. Got enough levels.
Right.
Obi taking some of those soldier fights. Ooh,
Yeah.
This is a high
Ramo
loot fight.
is the reward for Domasich. And has Magic Power +1 and Merton.
Number 2 for Jeremy. More magic power. Well, the seed wants us to use magic.
Yeah. Gotta go fast, right?
Obi breaking the shield there, but gonna get quite a bit of magic points.
Yeah, I mean, I will hit that move. Breaking a shield early, I've done that pretty much.
Yeah, those enemies, like, I think 2 of them have image or are really hard to hit. So, I like that move. They went from level 3 to level 11. They learned Bolt 2, which will let them deal with this boss very easily. I think that was a smart use of a shield early. And the dragon is down.
Oh, GG Keith. And 128 is not gonna last long as a small HP pool, so. Also, Obi has tinctures, so no trouble.
Fixed dice is the reward for the Opera House dragon.
Can anyone wear that?
We are looking. Yeah, Cyan is immediately more useful.
Congratulations, old man. You're in the team for now.
And if we find, and he's got the noise blaster to get himself an offering too. He might have just landed his starting job.
Auction house is live. We have 1 Esper there.
It looks like Guardian was at Esper Mountain.
Yeah. Big bag of HP. Don't know if Jeremy has Bolt yet, but he has
a Blowfish. Let's see. At level 10, Guardian's still got like 10k hit points.
Yeah, it's pretty chunky, but it's a ton of XP and magic points. If you can get past that, you're set. We're swarm heading to Mount Zozo.
Yeah, looks like Keith finishing Mount Zozo now is heading to Ozer's mansion. It's all very close right now. Keith is behind in progression 1. But they're probably a little ahead in levels thanks to that dragon, but not for long, just based on these Guardian fights.
That dragon was in considerable time sink. Whoa, Minerva at Mount Zozo and a hero ring. That Mount Zozo is loaded with loot.
Nice. I like getting that outside chest. It's a little bit off the path, but every now and then pays off.
I'm greedy. I always take a chest. Over Swarm apparently going for that dragon.
I mean, with the Minerva...
Yeah, it's a solid move. I'll do the same.
They only have the one Esper, but they have some elemental shields to move around too, so everyone will know a bunch of spells after this fight.
Warp stones next to sleeping bags. That's a dangerous move there.
I see chat pointing out that Keith did the move of not having enough money to buy the Rust Aid. I cursed somebody since I was talking about it, so I'll take the blame. Ooh, an Ice Dragon at the dragon spot. That's not the best, because most of our spells is mostly ice going on. And yeah, we're seeing a reset there. Maybe just because they might have caught bad luck on...
yeah, it's a and cross. Yeah, it's always rough.
Nope, they're passing on it. Yeah, that would be a slow fight, just plinking bolt 2s, and it can be hard to pass up the dragon, but it can also cost you. I have cost myself like 10 minutes just trying to get past one, so.
Ooh, Celeste.
Ooh, that's character 5 for Overswarm. So they have like a lot of places to go now.
Yeah, solid checks. Keith apparently
dragon number 2.
Yeah.
Very dragon hungry. Come on, Cyan. We need to see some bigger rolls than. Oh, no Frozens. Nice. This might be a long one again. Obi picking up a Magus Rod out of Masa.
Yeah, and Celeste apparently. Magic power on the table. We're gonna go fast.
We have 2 magic power. Yeah, I mean,
Faster
not as fast. Yeah, for sure. Not as fast if we would have had, the hit stuff, right? It's always faster to hit stuff with big swords than cast spells, but
missiles are faster than swords, I would argue.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, I always get nervous when there's so many goodies early, because I think it tends to mean like I need to really play aggressively and really try to find those areas where I can save time. Because some seeds, they take figuring it out, right? And being the fastest one to figure it out can give you a good lead and ride you through the rest of the race. This one's going to be about like who puts the pedal to the floor first and keeps it there.
Yeah, the offense is there. It's just gotta go fast. That's where we at right now. Overswarm, I think he's in a pretty comfortable position. Just powering through the Storm Dragon right now. I'll be heading over to Mount Zoso with 1000 GP on his pocket.
So yeah, Overswarm, if they can get through this fight, they'll be getting their own fixed dice. I would have been really tempted to immediately go Baseman and then Magitech. Just get that unlocked.
Yeah, one of the advantages just of skipping the basement, especially on seas like this when you open with Terra. Like a Terra start is like 20 chests already between the basement and the cave. So it's like the moment to skip the basement, and then if you get Celeste later on, it's just go and pick up a little bit more loot if you need it. Alright, got Jeremy going through Owsers. We're gonna find an old man at the end of that.
Who do we think is in the lead? Well, just looking across, I think check-wise, they've all kind of... Keith's is a little bit behind in progression, but they're about to pick up maybe some in the basement.
I would say Overswarm has a slight lead right now.
Yeah, it's not very big, and it's still, I think, pretty up in the air. I think them having 5 characters first I would agree, get them a slight lead. That being said, I know there's a character on the Lee River. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't curse around, please.
It'll really be about... I'm trying to think of what this character said. You know, maybe doing the Opera House with Celeste's Opera House check might be one that I think a lot of runners don't do sometimes. Because it takes a little bit of time. And occasionally, the monsters up there are disgusting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, early on, it can be a little bit of a trap. And later on, if you cannot dodge the rats, it's like it's maybe a bunch of fixed encounters that you don't need. So it's kind of a meh check, in my opinion, especially later. Early on, maybe you can make a point for that, but...
Yeah, I would say my advice for any newer runner of Worlds Collide is to really develop Flame Shield in the basement, Goldfish Brain, to immediately forget the random bad stuff that happens that, you know, you couldn't really have known it was going to happen. Because I think that sometimes it can burn us to, you know, like, I'll never go to Burning House because that last time Magimaster was at the end, but like, can't always be at the end, so it can be helpful to just try to, like, we always remember the bad stuff that happens in checks, and remembering to try to, like, reset our minds between runs. Ooh, little auction house peek. There is a stone available there.
Yeah, there's an Esper at the auction house. If you are, like, brave enough to go through the cutscenes. But sometimes it's the right move. Yeah. Hashtag improbot. I think Overswarm skipped the basement at the very start of the run, and now he looted a little bit of it.
That's not surprising. I think Overswarm is an advocate for skipping the basement without Celeste. There's a lot of chest bound down there, but it's a bit of running. And there are ways, I think, to make up for the chests elsewhere. Ultima from the basement?
We keep getting power. It's just how long is it gonna take to get that power online? If we get Ultima online with magic power and tech missile going at the end of the MTech ride.
What weapon shop
we-
is Obi in that's got Ragnaroks? Is this Miranda?
Oh, Shadows
I
to
bet.
Gar.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's a weird shop that.
No, it's Vector.
Oh,
it's Vector.
okay, Vector. Yeah, that's a good check. I like peeking in there. If I'm already coming here to do some Magitech. So yes, there's 3 progression chances here.
Yeah, the first 2 can
going
be
pretty
Esper or
early,
item,
too.
and third one is guaranteed to be character or Esper at the end of the minecart.
So yeah, it'll be about 10 minutes, but by the end of it, Obi could be walking out over, and Keith's like right. They're like step by step.
Obi just looted a Genji glove for the first check in MTech. So with Ragnarok's for sale, that is very interesting. Offense is we're gonna go fast.
Yeah, I feel like our runners are already probably starting to think about like, all right, how do I get progression the fastest? How do I start getting ready for Final Kefka?
Yeah, Obi has 2 Ragnarok users at least, and it's got the Genji glove and gauntlet. So we gotta go fast. This is gonna be crazy. No XP battle, unfortunately.
Yeah, that can be rough sometimes. Especially as like a first boss where it's like, oh, I'm still level 3.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Ooh. Let's see who's coming up here at the number 24 spot.
Mythic 1 is dead. Alright, let's see what's the second boss here, and oh, got a statue going here.
This could be tough.
This would be a great time to
We're at 422.
Get those
so
rags going.
Level 16 goddess.
Yeah, Goddess has a bajillion magic defense. But
Yeah,
not so
Keith
much
does not
physical
have
defense.
I don't think Keith saved after the first fight, or before the first fight. Whereas Obi took a save before and after, so.
Obi back attacking Goddess there for 3,000 damage and a flare proc. Oh, but he gets love token.
Loving
Ouch.
that Procly. Boop getting mad about it. I mean, that's rough, but at least they got their big shot off, so. Goddess is tough. Ooh, that sucks for Celeste. Ooh, arrow.
One of those situations, I would break a shield to get my characters out of this mess.
Hit point wise, they're probably at about 10k right now. They don't have the most hit points out of the statues. Arrow does work on Goddess, okay.
Goddess absorbs lightning and pearl. But even if you hit it with the arrow, the chunky magic defense is gonna absorb part of that. You can see Ice 2 from Terra hitting for 800 damage. And we get Overcast, sorry.
Yeah, it's gonna sap our hit points. It's gonna raise our dead characters as zombies.
And Obi gets through Goddess. Let's go.
Nice. We're seeing a dream trip from Overswarm. Another longer but multiple progression chances here.
Oh, double dead MTech. At least the second one is a decent ice shield, but still, hurts to see a double dead MTech.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only redeemed by the unlocked Magitech command at the end.
Overswarm getting Esper number 4, Stray.
And we're gonna get a peek at what's the second dream reward here. It's an Esper. In the meantime, Keith heading to the cart while Obi it's about to start the ride. Jeremy finding the rags. That's what they do.
Jeremy does not have the cash on hand that Obi does. Selling the X potion.
Ugly encounter.
Oh, yeah. Bombs. Smoke bombs, warp zones.
Smoke away.
Smoke them if you got them.
Those are not nice.
They don't give you experience. They, I think, all have reflect, and
and the second
a couple of them were undead, but this is a nicer but low.
Yeah, there's one of the formations of level magic that it's a single level 50 magic, which is undead, and it gives you like 25 magic points. Sometimes I do that one if I wanna quickly learn like a shield spell or something. But otherwise, it's like an instant run for me.
Alright, so we've got Jeremy making their own trip through Magitech for dead check, and then something.
Yeah. And the boss of the minecart is... Come on.
Ultra.
Oh, it's another octopus.
3?
Some number.
Well, 1 is the big head, right? And 4 is the 2 team. I guess. Well, we'll never know.
It was 2, I think. It's Ultra 2, but it's a forced left side fight because of the minecart.
Oh, thanks for the raid. Oh, Magimaster is the end of Dream. Here we go. Oh. You came at the right time, people, because we're going to see a real tough fight here. We got Blowfish. We got Dice. We've got... Overswarm does not have Tech Missile. And then we have, at the end of the airship boss, we've got Magimaster Jr.
Yeah, and the reward is Go-Go, which is Obi's favorite character, of course.
Yeah, Go-Go can be great if we have commands that are great to mimic.
I mean, we have Tech Missile.
We do.
And we have Magimaster at home.
So Obi's at 5 characters now, 3 Espers. Overswarm's at 5-4 if they can hold on.
Yeah. I'm curious why Overswarm didn't go to MTech immediately after getting Celeste. Like, that's what pretty much everyone would do. You have to do Dream instead.
Yeah, so far, I mean, they're plinking away. They need some good... They're going to need a dice roller, too. I mean, we saw a lot of elemental shields. We saw Minerva, so they're decently protected. But still, they don't want this fight to go ooh.
Matchmaster going all out. And it's all up to the dice rolls right now. In the meantime, Keith and Obi had their MTechs unlocked, so it's gonna be a missile fest right now. Keith heading to the Zone Eater.
He's at that 5-2. I must have clicked the wrong one. He's not at 13. There we go. I see chat talking about Lee River. I'm not seeing it with my eyes, though.
We're all waiting for it. Oh, Overswarm getting through Magic Master.
With 3 party members alive.
Death by gambling.
It looks like, yeah, Obi's heading to follow Overswarm. And we'll come away with a nice bounty of Espers.
Alright, let's see if the throne is live check. Let's see if the dream move is paying off. Ooh, another Esper. Kieran. Now, Obi is not gonna have that issue with Magic Master because they have Tech Missile, so that battle should go a little bit faster. We'll see.
Jeremy got through Goddess.
Got magic power on Tornado as well. So much magic power.
Looks like Mog was at a Zone Eater.
Yep.
So Keith is at 6 characters. 2
There's
Espers.
a Yeti. There's a Yeti at the Fanatics Tower. If you're willing to climb it, of course.
And it looks like Keith is also heading for Doma Dream.
Overswarm did not pet the dog. He's disqualified immediately.
That's a forfeit. We got Locke.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Luck taking care of the children at Moblis. I'll be doing the puzzle. Like the pace is picking up. Now that we have so much offense going. Jeremy, in the meantime, starting the minecart ride.
Yeah, so Overswarm has the shot at their 6th character, and it being Locke, I would expect them to immediately go to World of Ruin Narsh. Because they can do the weapon shop check, the Tritok spot, and those are 2, like, Esper spots that we can get right away, and then they're just hunting for one more if those are, you know, live checks. Let's see, we'll scout around for the rest here. Obi will picking up 2 Espers in Dream.
Yep, he's about to fight Magic Master.
So they'll be at 5, 6. Jeremy is about to get their 6th character here. At the end of Magitac. And Keith is also going through Dream.
Ultras 1 at Moblis. I think we've seen all the Ultrases so far.
Yeah. Full Ultras.
Okay, shut down the stream. No more Ultras.
Ultras League is done.
Thanks for watching.
All of them. But yeah, I mean it's 40 minutes in. There's been some divergence, I definitely would say, in terms of like the order of operations. But once all our runners finish their current checks, they're still going to be. Oh, it's sword tech lock.
That is big.
So because we've done the dream, that means Locke has all 8 sword techs available to them right away. Let me update the tracker.
Dream
here.
paying off for Overswarm now.
Nice. And as expected, Overswarm heading to do the 2, well, at least 1 of the Esper checks. Get a drink from the magic bucket.
Ice 3 and Ultima on Unicorn, did I see that? So much offense.
Speed +1.
Like, every Esper is insane. In the meantime, Elixir B gets all like, yeah, sure, you get the regen, Tier 1. Have fun. Yeah, true. Sword Tech Lock is clutch. But we don't have any strength bonuses. Or at least I haven't seen
Yeah,
any.
I don't think we've seen any.
But we have like 3 or 4 magic power espers. That could make a difference. On the other hand, I guess Overwhelm is adamant on not doing magic tech. Ooh, look at that choice. And he goes for the offering, but knows that we can get the Esper from behind Welk, so it's not a bad play.
Oh, we do have Terra. Yeah, I like that play. That might be their next stop after finishing the Tritox spot here, is to warp out, switch to World of Balance, and then go do the Welk check and get what's behind it.
Yeah, in the meantime, we have Keith fighting Magmaster, and Realm has Ultima, but not enough MP to cast it. So for Season 5, we do have Ultima available, but it costs 254 MP, so if you don't have Gold Hairpin or Economizer, you have to pay the full price for that, and that pretty much means you cannot cast it until you're level mid-20s, I think?
Yeah. Unless you've been magic point boosting. I don't think we've seen any like Espers that had that as a bonus.
We have a Minerva, which gives you
that's true.
25% boost.
Because Terra definitely has enough for Keith now to cast it. I don't think Terra knows it. Ooh, single target.
Yeah.
But
there we go.
Got it.
Master is down.
We're seeing a dirty dragon, quote unquote dragon.
And we got Obi fighting Admiral Weapon. Swing at it.
Is that the Welk spot?
I think it is, yes.
I wonder if they're going to head up all the way up to Kefka at Narsh.
And Obi didn't get Lock, so there's nothing behind Welk for him.
Alright, Keith is at 6-5 now.
Admiral Weapon reward from the Water-Ring Narsh Dragon. And they have an offering, so it's pretty much set to go.
The levels are not super high, like for... I mean, Overswarm's at 662. They're level 26. Progression is at... I'm gonna have to do some math. 14. Progression's at 28. So they're actually, like, slightly behind. But, I mean, again, the power, magic power plus, makes up for a lot of things.
Yep. I think we stop Fenrir for Obi.
Yeah, they're at 5-7 now.
And they're about to take on Kefka Narsh. Choo Choo Train at Tritok on our small screen. And I just noticed Overswarm did not take Lock, even though Lock has the unlocked Sword Tech. That's kind of a weird move. I'm being a little bit confused by Overswarm routing.
I think it's like, they have Doom. Although, in my experience, Jeremy just bought 2 Ragnaroks.
Yeah. So Overswarm took Dream, but he's not using the Sword Tech user, and he has Terra with Celeste with Magitech, but he didn't do the Magitech. So question mark.
So yeah, it looks like
and now Overswarm heading to the Colosseum.
There was a dragon horn inside of that block of ice. The Coliseum, I never know when to go.
Ooh, shurikens for Minerva. Oh, baby.
Because
Let's go.
sometimes these things can be nasty, and they do like a. Oh wait, it's fine. I think Mind Candies have like a stone attack, but it won't matter if you're dice offering at them. They might have been hunting for that last piece of like Merton protection.
Yeah, true. I think Overswarm is fully protected against Merton, so
Yeah.
it's like as if they needed more offense. The city's insane.
Yeah, the Coliseum
all
can
sorts.
be like a great source of offense when it's like, oh, I haven't found anything. I should probably go later in the seas maybe and take a peek, but it always takes time to go there, and then it takes time to do the fight, and fights are not guaranteed, and people will do, random things.
Yeah,
So
especially since Coliseum was boosted in Season 5. You can have anywhere from 100 to 120 rewards visible, so it's very, very tempting to go there and hit the jackpot by getting like tonics for eggs or some stuff like that. But in my experience, I lost more time than I gained going there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It obviously can pay off, but it can be a gamble. But if you start with Umaru, it's pretty much a no-brainer to just step in and see what's available.
Yeah, certain characters, like starting with sword tech, would be another one. That's like get a couple levels and go there. I think there are times that it really does make sense and would save time long term to go, but it's just hard to tell.
All right, we see Overswarm. It's about to get Fenrir and I believe was it Siren from the weapon shop that's behind Wilk?
Yeah, they're gonna be
so they're gonna get
Espers.
2 Espers. And curious to see what Siren holds, but they already got Mute and Instant Death and Calmness Protection, so the whole package. The final Kefka start kit is complete.
Just picked up Esper 7 for Keith from Esper Mountain. Obi checking out Mobleys, which will be a character for them. Number 6. Yeah, that'll be the 6th one they need. We'll see if they keep the sword tech lock that they get here.
I mean, there's so much offensive options that I don't know. With M-Tech, Ragnarok's, Admiral offering, Unlock Sword Tech, whew. It's like.
Well, if everyone did not get enough
stuff.
Magimaster, here's some more. One more. Once more.
Yeah. But Jeremy has a Tech Missile, I think. He's probably checking for Berserk. I'll be about to fight an octopus.
Yeah, it looks like Overswarm is probably in fastest available check mode, so they're heading to South Figaro Cave and let's see what they end up finding here. Haunted Painting is roaming the cave.
Yep, we got Chatternook. They should be fine though. More than enough offense to take on this. And they have like Minerva's, Thunder Shields. He's cool.
They're pretty protected. If the wrong person got charmed, bad things would. If it would have been Realm that got charmed, then I don't know if they're still rocking that fixed dice offering, but that could have been bad. Oh,
yeah, true.
Blue.
Yeah, I've got blue bubbles going off. But this should be a piece of cake. Ultima, while very powerful, has a kind of a long animation. And I didn't see any of the runners getting their hands on a gold hairpin and or economizer, so I gotta be very wary on the MP usage.
Obi will be in go mode if they take this Esper. Thinking about it, took it. Yeah, 52-19. Obi is in go mode.
I didn't quite see what Overswarm got as a reward.
Pop in their tracker. They are also in go mode. It looks like an Esper.
Oh yeah, Powder, I think. Right, two runners ready to go. Will they go for skip, or they will just get into the tower? With the new check skip at 21 checks, it's kind of tempting to get those extra levels.
Ooh, Keith is also they went Mog, and they are about to be rewarded with their last Esper. You mentioned the skip. I was gonna peek on to see if check-wise if anyone's close. It looks like Keith has 17. Overswarm has 17. Jeremy's a little bit behind at 14.
He picked lock, went out and in again. Give me my treasure hunter.
Yeah, Lock will get them fast Espers. If they pick Lock's checks to pursue.
So far, very close. We have 3 runners with very close unlock times.
Yeah, I don't know how many checks Obi has, because they use a different tracker.
Track
checks.
Obi has
They're rocking the Pop Tracker Emo Tracker pack. But they're taking. They went up and ran up World of Ruin. Narsh. They gotta be pretty close. I think they're going for the skip.
Yeah,
or they're not happy with their levels. But they might be trying for it, so we'll see. Ooh. We got a Doom.
Yeah, it's 2 statues there.
So but the Spice Chicken is still out there. Our favorite statue. I don't know if Doom is going to be that much trouble.
We Ultima dies. We've got an identity crisis realm. Just throwing dice instead of casting.
It's Keith. I think Keith did Kefka and Narsh maybe just to quickly get back down. And that'll give them. This will be check 18 for them. And so. I'm trying to see if they have a fast path. Snow Muffler is the reward for Kefka and Narsh.
We'll have the Yeti, but at least we have Yeti for.
Yeah, and everyone fought Magimaster, so everyone's got a Mega Elixir if they didn't sell it. Okay, I'm pretty sure Keith is going for that skipperoo here.
Yeah, I think levers are kinda in the low end for everyone. what are they taking extra checks?
And it's Setzer is the other Mog check. Well, this is their 19th check. Setzer has 2 very fast checks.
Yep.
And so...
Yeah, although Mule Defense is kind of a long check.
This one's a little slow. But I do think I'm going to say Keith is unlocking the skip at 1:0, 1:30, 1:02. And so could be they might close the gap and be right in the thick of it here.
Yeah, it's very close. Loving this race. Alright. Overswarm trying to loot a little bit of the tower. Maybe trying to spike some healing. Finds a red cap.
Jeremy, once they finish off Chad here, and that'll be their 8th Magicite. They have not checked the weapon shop yet.
And we get to see Flame Eater as the boss of Mule Defense. Should not be a problem with Ice TV and other type of offense. More than qualified to fight this boss.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You can see Obi with the mid-30s kind of levels, between 34 and 36-ish.
Yes. So I think we'll see Keith go to Culligan, immediately search the skies, and that'll get them their skip. Well, they're going to heal in the bucket first, but beyond that, they're jumping in. This could be really close where like Overswarm is like hitting their first set of 3, and Keith is warping in.
That was Jeremy unlock, I think, with getting Siren on the weapon shop.
Yeah, they are at KT unlock as well. They're at 17 checks. And they're pretty... I could see them doing Welk. And then getting what's behind Welk. That'll get them to 19.
Yeah, then do the middle path.
Then do middle path. They've only taken 1 dragon as well, so I think...
Yeah,
like Opera House Dragon is still out there.
Yeah, Obi fighting Open Dragon while Overswarm takes on Guardian's fault. Let's see what kind of nonsense he has to deal with, and it's actually not an issue.
Okay.
That's Daddy.
Yeah, Overswarm is definitely still in the lead. If Keith can get through this pretty quickly, I would say, you know, they're like 1 minute to 2 minutes behind. I still don't know how many checks Obi's done, so... Oh wait, they got the skip. They're going in. So they got the skip at about 1 minute 15, and are tower bound.
Let's see if Obi can make up the time without extra XP. Out there.
Yeah, it looks like Obi's party, their main party's 37.
I think Obi's covered. He has like, all sorts of non-elemental damage and all kinds of offense.
And we know Magimaster's out of the pool. Like, I think as a runner, we can always breathe easier knowing we won't run into them here. What would be the... I don't even want to... I mean, I said Poltergeist. Air Forces. Yeah. Not the best.
That one flying dude that likes to do math is still around. I think.
Oh, this one's on you, my friend. If that one shows up.
Yeah, we're very close here.
Let's see what we got. It's
oh
dude,
no! I'm sorry, Obi. I'm sorry, Obi.
I mean, Locke was not their main damage dealer. It's always real rough going one-on-one like this. Tara's got pretty high magic block, so she, I think, can get this done.
It's such a troll spot for Doomgaze here, but as long as Obi can block the Dooms, it's gonna be fine.
All right, well, Keith is about to see. They're about to learn their own great news.
Oh, Doomgaze, nice. Let's go.
Cyan is indeed level 30, so they will be immediately. Oh wait, no, it's 38. Never mind. That 8 looked like a 0. I think Keith will be okay. Oh, they switched.
Find out. Oh no!
Oh, Obi having. Did they get doomed? I mean, with the Ragnarok, and if they're gone, that's a pretty unlucky roll there. Dadaluna casting Quasar on fools.
Yeah, this was high scaling. I've seen Falling One from Dadaluna.
I don't think they have that high of magic, so it's not. Fallen One would be terrible.
Yeah, no, it's like tickles from Dadaluna, basically. Okay, so
looks like
Obi rearranging the team. He's gonna send the Dice Offering to that lane, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably a good call.
And Overstorm trying to think how he's gonna get past Doomgaze with Fire 2.
The weird winds, no.
I like to call Doomgaze like the great equalizer of races.
It's definitely a race changer. I think Jeremy has indeed loaded up the middle. They have 19 checks, Welk will be 20. And then the middle dragon will get their skip. Very nice. You know, I would say, like, despite doing less checks, the levels are comparable. I think Overswarm's at this point, like Terra's 35.
Yeah.
The middle path people might be a little bit higher.
Yeah. Overswarm got really lucky with the Dooms. Unfortunately, gonna say the same for Obi. Hopefully, it's second round. Revenge on Doomgaze.
Yes, revenge. And we got... Who is the last?
Right side boss?
Yeah.
Senor...
SR Behemoth.
Yeah, Strontium Behemoth. Senor Behemoth. Take a pick on whatever SR means to you.
Today in my head it's like SR Behemoth Esquire Attorney at Law. Could be a senator. Senator Behemoth.
Yeah.
I know in Free Enterprise there's Senator Crocodile, and so
we have Senator Behemoth and PM Stalkers, which in my mind they stand for Prime Minister Stalkers.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Or Parliament member could be that too.
Yeah.
Although that's usually MP.
Right. Obi toasting with Merton. Toasting a Doomgaze to death with Merton.
You know, Doomgaze is a problem that you can burn with atomic fire. I think I saw some Pearl Rods floating around somewhere in inventories. Doomgaze is definitely the place to snap those right away.
Right, it's very close. Overswarm ready to go against Final Kefka, while Obi still has to go against Senior Behemoth. Keith just killed Senior Behemoth, and Jeremy, I don't know what he's doing actually.
Jeremy is buying whatever crazy thing was in the Vector
More
weapon
rags?
shop. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, Obi still has to get through Dadaluma and Senior Senator Behemoth. It's gonna be very close. It's gonna come down to who can execute well in Final Kefka. There's always a little bit of luck involved in the Kefka fight, and will Overswarm's like slight deficit in levels let one of the other runners like damage chase him down.
Yeah, you gotta say that Overswarm does not have Sword Pick, does not have unlocked Magic, and I don't know if Overswarm has Merton online, but Obi has all those things, so maybe there's a chance of recouping a Timeless?
Potentially. He's got a lot of magic power boosted spellcasters. Celeste doesn't need MP ever.
Yeah, and every runner has Fenrir, Siren, and I think some sort of instant death.
Yes.
So we're set to go.
The tools are there.
Okay,
I think we're going to be looking at... Yeah. It's definitely... All of our racers are below their average on pace right now. Obi finishing off Air Force, I think, with this hit. Yes. So that will be their finished middle. And they have
facing Doomgaze right now.
One more statue. Yeah, Jeremy did indeed skip-a-roo. Those dooms.
Yeah. Jeremy trying to keep the Cyan awake, but Cyan just he just wants to take a nap.
All right, here we go. Final Kefka. So we want to instant death, the short arm. Amazing first costume. Lately I've had a lot of bad luck with Doom on Final Kefka. I hit 10 in a recent run before I got it on tier 1 and 2. But Overswarm having no trouble. They're Merton protected.
Alright. Always fighting Senior as Keith watches the cutscene right before the Kefka fight. That is a very close race.
Yeah, I think if Obi would have been able to... They were pretty close to getting past Doomgaze on the first try.
Yeah, it's just battle on EG with Doom. But it happens. Random, you know?
Oh, for sure. But I think they could, regardless of the final outcome, feel good that they were, right on the cusp of getting the win. And they still definitely are in the range to do it as well.
Yeah. So you get a lot of physical damage on tier 1. But I think we're in a good spot in terms of gear. Yeah, 600 per hit. That's not a problem.
Seeing Keith bust out, what is that one called? Xfer to get rid of short arm. Is that a higher percent than Doom?
I don't think so. As for, at least for me, it misses a ton of times. Plus he has a really long animation.
We got like 110-40. Obi stepping on their final switches. I think Doomgaze might have got the best of Jeremy.
Alright. Moving on to tier 2 here on our screen, and my opinion is the trolliest of the tiers. If you don't
I would
have
agree.
But I think we have all the tools to take this tier. And a bunch of AoE damage like Ultima and Merton, so this tier might actually go pretty fast.
Yeah, unless Tiger decides to start really messing around.
Ah, yeah. The thriller video. Cameo here.
Yeah.
With the zombie fight entire party.
When the zombies in tier 2, I find they have a tendency to hit your most powerful, like, you know, who's got an offering and damage, you know, defense ignoring attacks, because that's who they will go for. But so far, busting out the big damage here. Which makes sense. We got that 1 Meg Elixir that we can refill everyone's MP, so probably don't need to be too conservative.
Yeah,
still super close.
You don't even need instant death on tier 2 with that kind of damage.
Yeah, sometimes with so much power, it's about just making sure we don't kill everything all at once, right? I've had plenty of runs go sideways where I was just out of control with power.
Yeah, getting quartered into 10 hits and wiping. Not that it happened to me. I heard that from a friend, of course.
Yeah, whenever we got offering untargetable attacks going on, that's kind of always the risk. Oh, we done with tier 1. Yeah, they're probably like 2 minutes behind.
Catch up. Keep getting 10 hits. Ethan and Overstorm are like very close. Obi just right behind them. And Jeremy about to do the skip, maybe? As tier 2 done for Overswarm.
Oh, I think they had to go get another skip because they used 1. Because I know they were fighting Doomgate, so they know where that one's at.
Alright.
I hate seeing this.
Opener.
Because our runner's got pretty good elemental protection from Merton, so.
It's like Overswarm's gonna pop the Mega now.
I think that's a good call.
Yeah, he is the MP because I'm not sure, but maybe the only non-elemental source of damage Overswarm has is Ultima. Oh no,
Ultima, it's got
dice.
offering dice. He's got tech missiles too.
Did he unlock the?
Oh
the magic
no, he didn't because he went to Dream and then kind of took a little bit of a different.
Well, he has the power of gambling. I mean, that should be enough to get through the. Oh, there goes the calmness, and the old man is put to sleep. Yeah, not time for Strago. While Keith enters tier 3.
Yeah, I would say, you know, a little bit struggling to take Girl down. It's a little bit of an opportunity for Keith, I think, to make up some time. But they're low on health right now, and here comes a Merton.
Ooh, train.
Oh, we do not like to see that.
Yeah.
Now, if someone is asleep, calmness will automatically hit them, right? Regardless if they got Fenrir going.
Oh, he's gambling his way out of tier 3. Oh, this could go really bad.
Medio counter.
Oh, and there we go. Medio counter. Oh, that hurts.
And then Medio turn.
Oh, you hate to see that.
Strago goes down, but Strago, I think, is not the heavy hitter here. Ooh,
The question is, can
this is
he
tough
recover?
spot. But we know Meteo's probably coming again. But an Ultima will probably get the job done.
Yeah.
Now we lost our image on Realm and no, just Strago.
No, on Strago.
Why was a girl still alive?
Oh, what a legend!
He blocked it too.
What a
Wow.
legend. No calmness protection needed, just block the calmness and on to tier 4.
Obi's on tier 3 now. They've already taken out Girl. We're seeing Train on Key's side.
Yep.
Obi is bringing, I would say, max pain right now.
Dice Pogo on Key's screen, taking out Sleep and moving on to tier 4.
They're a little bit short on damage. Getting Fenrir up. Yeah, Obi should be going up right after this tech missile. Oh, I counted my damage a little short. They got trained.
3 out of 3 runners so far with train counter.
It's always
That is a
tough
dangerous
because,
move.
you know, to like recover after a train, but like I'd rather break a shield and recover on tier 4 than be stuck here much longer. I think they're gonna be okay though. Here comes Meteor
He's
counter.
popping blue bubbles.
We got Fallen 1. Is anyone in Goner charge territory yet between Keith and Overswarm?
They're very close.
Ooh.
Havoc Wing on Strago's face. And Ovi moving to tier 4. Oh, this is so close.
Havoc Wing, X-Ray-Go.
And again.
He blocked the
Go
comments.
to sleep, old man.
You know. And he did, yeah, he's been, both calmness hit him. One he blocked, one he took a nap for. I think Keith isn't Goner charge. Yeah.
Yep.
Fire everything.
Trying to break
so
all the
is
things.
Overswarm. This is gonna be so close.
Oh.
Ooh, crack pow, crack pow.
Sub 120 for Keith. GG.
So, yeah, thanks for chat for reminding us that Overswarm has got first place locked up for the season, no matter what. This was really the race for second place at the last promotion spot. I'm gonna pull the standings up again. I know.
Yeah, even then, commendable effort from Obi with this super close race.
Yes, Obi needs to
And
beat
that's
Jeremy.
GG for Overstorm. 120-16, I guess, around that time.
Close
So
race.
as long as Obi finishes tier 4 strong here, then they will also be heading up to Elixir. I don't think so. Because first is worth 9. Then it's 975.
Keith is 6 points away from Jeremy right now. And remember, this is week 8, so it's gonna replace one of the standings from the other week. You're not gonna get like 9 points completely.
That's fair. Unless you took a forfeit one.
if I had to
then you would
guess.
definitely get. Because first is worth 9. Then it's 975.
Okay. Keith is 6 points away from Jeremy right now. And remember, this is week 8, so it's gonna replace GG for Obi.
Yeah, let me look at the race room. We can get some official times here. Yeah, Keith was at 119.41. Overswarm 120.16. OP 121.24. The times you see on the stream are a little bit different because I think we are capturing the runners' own timers, but they were doing the done in the race room before clicking stop on their timers, because that's the one that counts, is what's in the race room. So.
And we have our race runner Keith Rocks here with us. Hello, Keith. GG, by the way.
Thank you.
So it was a super close race against the three top runners from this race. It's like a minute apart between the three, minute and a half maybe. Super close.
Whew. Yeah. I didn't even see the other one. I only saw Overswarm. I didn't even see the other.
Yeah, super close. So what was what's your thoughts about this seed? A lot of power, lots of resources available. Got Ragnarok's for sale, offering, dice, ammo weapon, Magitech, like pretty much you name it. We got everything here.
Well, I didn't see half of that stuff. So I had the dice and a lot of magic. And that's kind of all I needed. Some magic power plus 2 espers, magic power plus 1s. And then slapped on I found some random boots, which allowed me to do the dragon horn fixed dice for Cyan, because I wasn't doing anything else with them. So, but no, I didn't. Once I saw that, I just stopped looking around a lot, and I figured that was going to save me some time. Once I defeated those dragons, and then I just kind of ran with it from there. It helped me find Celeste first, and then having her have, I think the key is her having Magitech, so it just leads you right into doing the facility. So otherwise, I mean, it wasn't that bad overall. I didn't mind some of the dead ones I got, because I think I just, this season, adding that skip, I just pretty much got skip every time no matter what. So if I could do something quick, I would, and just add it to my total. And that was, I mean, is that the record for finding Doomgaze naturally? If anyone saw that? I hit the menu.
Catch it live.
I hit the menu to fly, and it instantly put me into the battle. I didn't even hit search.
Oh.
I warped into World of Ruin, and it instantly sent me into the battle, which is what I was going to do anyways, but that was weird.
Interesting. Yeah, I would say the main divergence between you and Overswarm is they did not do Magitech. And instead kind of got their... Well, 2 of those checks were dead. And so they didn't take the skip, and they went the long way.
Yeah, maybe Overswarm can explain to us a little bit about the routing. Welcome, Overswarm. GG.
Hello.
On the race. So it was a pretty... I was a little bit confused about your routing, because you had Magitech Celeste, but you didn't go to Magitech, and then you did Dream, but you didn't take Lock to the final fight. So I was a little bit confused about your routing.
I didn't have Lock when I did Dream. Like, I got him afterwards, and he had Sword Tech. I was like, oh, that's great, but everyone's got 1,000,000 magic power, and we have Ultima and Murton and Ice 3.
True.
Like, if I was going to use him, he would be throwing fixed dice with offering. Like, Sword Tech was worthless. Sword Tech 7 is not that great. Like, it's a good offense, but it's like on the lower tier as far as animation time. And for Sword Tech, like, the only real DPS Sword Techs you have are Dispatch, Stunner, and Quadrislice. Quadrislice takes forever, and Stunner is normally outclassed by tier 3 magic, and Dispatch loses its offense capability towards the end. So I'm not really a huge fan of sword tech anyway.
True. And any particular reasons you did not take MTech 3 with Celeste and Magitech?
Magitech 1 and 2 are pretty fast when you do them. Like, I typically save them for if I just need Magicite or if I am going for skip. But Magitech 3 takes a long time comparatively. And so I typically avoid Magitech, like, unless it's my last check. I don't like to go in, warp out, and have to come back later. And so there's no reason to go for it until the very end. And I had so many fast checks available to me that it didn't really make sense. Like, I went to the Narsh weapon shop and it gave me an offering or siren. I knew I could get Welk and get the siren, so I went ahead and took the offering for the fixed dice offense. And then after that, I just needed one. And the Figaro Cave was right on the way, and I could spam Ultima and then immediately heal without using up my sleeping bag, so it was a pretty easy choice for me.
Right, pretty solid. GG on your run. And Obi, how are you doing? How do you feel about the race? I'm sorry that I cursed your run. Literally 5 seconds before you found Doomgaze, I said, yeah, that flying dude that likes math is still around the sea.
Oh, I know. It was just the wrong party at the wrong lane.
You were really in it, and you had a bad luck on that Doom there, because rocking the Ragnarok, that's pretty high magic block, and that was really what set you back. I would say for everyone that ran it, it's worth a watch back. Y'all were very, very close within a couple minutes of each other. Obi, you were right in it until having to reset on the Doomgaze. And I would say Overswarm, I think that we saw Girl giving you a little bit of trouble just not having a ton of physical damage available or the MP to cast.
Yeah, I was planning on casting Ultima and just using fixed dice, but I couldn't remember which one had Fenrir. And so I was checking each one. I was like, oh, it's the fixed dice user. That's good planning on my part. And so that threw me off. I was like, well, with Ultima, I should be able to just use Ultima and then take out both the head and the calmness sleep person. And I committed to that earlier, and that was probably a mistake. I probably should have just waited, cast Fenrir, cast Ultima, and then finished off with like fixed dice and Murton.
It was pretty clench watching you throw dice. You were on media range, and Girl was still alive, and you just prayed to RNG and threw the dice around.
Yeah,
that was pretty ballsy.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really I wasn't afraid of Kefka because I had 2 elixirs, and I would be able, like with Strago, I could do Ultima Ice 3 with X Magic, and then use an elixir and do Ultima Ice 3 again. And from that, I'm doing 30k damage in 2 turns. So I could likely take out Kefka pretty easily, even if I lost 2 characters. So I wasn't too concerned about Medio. Train was more annoying, which I unfortunately got hit by.
Yeah, actually, 3 out of 4 runners got hit by Train. It was pretty amazing to see that on screen.
Yeah, I was planning on casting Quick, and then taking it out with double Ice 3, but I just didn't do it for whatever reason. It just popped out of my head.
All right. And with current standings, I think Overswarm, you got the guaranteed move into Elixir for next season. And
Yep.
What about the second place? What's going to happen with second place now?
So according to the bracketologists in the chat, with Keith getting the win, if one of your remaining division mates beats Obi, then Keith will get enough points to be promoted. Otherwise, Obi's heading up.
I think it will depend on their lowest runs as well.
Well, that will also be a factor, and that we don't have a way to calculate that one. But I will say that all of the runners, you all finished definitely under your average time for the season, so you saved.
This was an Ultima seed.
Yeah.
I don't mind Ultima, like being in the game too much, but as it's gone on, like the high magic cost with the low HP doesn't really matter. Like once you get Ultima, if you can cast it, you can pretty much one-shot or two-shot all the bosses like up until the end game. It's interesting on the Kefka fight, but that's about the only place it really is interesting because it actually drains your like. I before this season, I never was like, oh no, I'm gonna run out of MP, but Ultima's utility is kind of taken away when you can't use a sleeping bag immediately after the fight. So it's very interesting there. Less so for the rest of the game.
And it looks like, yeah, we've got Jeremy about to get the finish here as well. So I think that's it. GG's to Jeremy. I guess like it's the end of the season for our runners. Any final thoughts or reflections or things you might be looking to change or improve on, looking ahead to next season and or whatever event is next up?
Well,
I would suggest forced Lead River to unlock KT. That's my request.
Trade Go-Go for dried meat. I will take that trade 100 out of 100 times.
Yeah, when I started this season, like I had too much to do. Like if people watch my stream when I'm not doing this, I'm normally running like NES games and retro stuff, and I help run the best of NES events. And I was like, we've got a Big 20, and then we've got the best of NES. And so I wasn't playing Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide at all. And I knew going in that I was going to have a lot of my time taken up. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to take this one as seriously. I'm just going to play for fun. And then I did like 2 races, and I wasn't happy with my performance. And I got sucked into the black hole, and I started doing practice seeds and races again. So that didn't last for very long. Because it's just fun playing this, fun doing the races, fun doing the drafts. I hope we get another blackjack event soon.
Hi, Jeremy. We have Jeremy Arroyo here
Hello, guys.
with us. Oh, you did not go to Lead River. I am disappointed. You got anything to say about that?
I got Lead and I got Burning House, and I was like, you know what? Let me do the opposite of what I always do, just to go faster. And I did say, I was like, Para's probably disappointed in me.
But yeah,
I Doomgaze, though.
What was Doomgaze?
Doomgaze was the left statue.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about like the flying Doomgaze.
No. I was like, yes, I did the skip thing. Let's do this. And then I forgot to save, and then I ran into him.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good race, though. GG's to Keith.
It was a good race. Like, this is one of those races where like every minor hiccup you have, like you could be like, oh, it cost me the race. Like it's just like, oops, I made one bad decision, or I got like 2 extra chests.
Did anybody find the Ragnaroks?
I did not.
Nope.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. I wasn't the only one.
I bought enhancers in Jidor, and all of my team wore enhancers, and that was the end until I found fixed dice for Realm, and then she went on to fixed dice status.
Oh, yes. Boo is pleased somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Good race, guys, though. It was good. It's a fun season.
Yeah,
I
like.
Yeah, sorry.
Go
Go ahead.
Well, I like most of the changes for this season. Like the only one that's iffy is Ultima, and like even if you don't like Ultima being added, it is nice to see. Like it tugs at the the heartstrings. You're like, oh, I remember this spell, and it does add some like interesting spice to the final Kefka fight, because you really start like throwing in some like risk versus speed. I wish there was some way to like, I don't know, make it less one-shotty earlier in the game. Because once I found Ultima, it's like, all right, if I do a dragon and I get Ultima, then that's every fight until the statues.
We can make Ultima kill the caster after each use. That will balance it.
That would actually be pretty interesting. People probably wouldn't use it, but it would be interesting.
All right. Any final words before we close it up? I think it was an amazing race from a viewer's perspective. It was super close, and it was super fun to watch and commentate. So, any final words from you guys?
Remove the experience eggs, just in general.
Ooh, hot take. Ooh.
Oh.
Get rid of them. We had what, 3 seeds with experience eggs?
Yeah, 3 out of the 8 we got. Yeah.
Yeah. One of my wins, I went to Albrook, just kind of randomly. It was like on the way from something else. I was like, I'll stop here instead of like South Figaro World of Balance. And in that town there was an experience egg, and I was like, I won the seed, and I did. And it was the experience egg that did it. Like, there was an Atma weapon and an experience egg in the same town. I said, okie dokie. And like every seed with experience eggs has been like that. I've never gotten an experience egg and been like, oh man. Like, it goes on every time. It's not interesting.
Well, I will say that if you're watching this and you're hungry for more Ultros League action, I believe there is another race, Tonic Division race, going to be happening on the Worlds Collide Twitch. We actually had like a double feature because there was I think another potion race.
It was Potion 8 today.
Going on
in
as
15
well.
minutes from now, actually.
But yeah, I think unless you all have anything you want to share or plug, we could probably wrap it up here. And
I'm curious what people thought of the skip this season, because like it came into play in a lot of our seeds.
Yeah, I commented on that when I first got on. As it went on, I pushed and pushed more and more for it to get it, because I just would rather end with 18 or 19 and grab a dragon and rush middle and not have to just do the climb. Like, the climb is just so boring, and I'd rather just do those fights, warp back out, warp back in. And today I did it, and I just ended up getting all of Mog's checks, all of Setzer's, and it gave me exactly what I needed, and it didn't cost. It was way faster. So I like that, and it helps if you just get a lot of dead checks in general. So I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think determined mine when I got Celeste with Magic Tech, and I was like, well, I guess we're going to full M-Tech 3 here. So once I got that, and it was like, yeah, when you get stuff like that, and then everything starts rolling into place, like when I found Locke over in that guy from the bar from Bubba, and then I was like, oh, I can get 2 checks because I already had Terra. And then I can go in the castle and just be like, let me go get a dragon and a Atma. And it played really well this season.
Yeah, I almost always regret it when I don't go for skip. Like, I had 17 checks this time. I would have 18, but I had to reset out of the Ice Dragon. I got a character frozen that I needed alive because I was low level when I was fighting it. So I just reset, and I'm not gambling with that, and I left. But I easily could have done like Realm, Sealed Gate, and then the first 2 of Magitech if I had killed that dragon and immediately gotten skip. And it would have taken less than 3 minutes probably. And you get so much more experience, so it makes the final fight faster. And so I found I regret it more often than not. And I feel like eventually, once people start mathing it out, I think the meta is going to be to do checks specifically for the skip the moment you can. So that way you can route in the dragons, and you reduce variance because dead checks won't matter as much, and you're not going to run into like a boss you can't beat because your level's going to be so high.
I think people already are doing that. I have like I tracked like 30 Ultras League 5 runs, and 75% of them have skipped. Good thing is that dead checks don't matter because it was a very ugly thing in Ultras League 4. Bad thing is like I don't even remember how the tower walk goes by.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I gotta go. So thanks everyone.
Good night, everybody.
I will leave.
It was a fun
wrap
season.
it up, but I gotta go. Thank you everyone for the run. It was amazing. And let's go to FF6 Worlds Collide Twitch if you want to keep watching more runs. We got an amazing Potion A close run, so we can go there and get more of these, more Doomgaze. All right, well, see you around, peeps. Have fun.
Yeah, any of you any final thoughts on anything, or shall we get it going here?
How many chests did everyone have?
Too many.
Yes,
Me too. I had 79.
absolutely too many.
75.
If I have more than 50, I'm ashamed of myself.
I see loot and I'm like, loot, and I go and loot it.
We need a flag that just like punishes you for opening more than a certain number of chests, just to train us.
I agree with that. Yes, every chest you open drops your HP by like 10.
I was gonna say like you hit 51 chests and like enemy levels increase by 99.
It can depend. I mean, like with the starting character, like having Terra, right? That's like 20 right away. So sometimes certain starting characters just lead to higher chest count at the end.
Yeah, I always end up saving returners when I have Terra. Like I do Sealed Gate first, and then I only go to returners if I'm doing Leet River. And I always worry that somebody else is going to go there immediately and get like an Atma weapon or an experience egg or something like that, and I'm not going to.
Yeah, with Terra, my move is always like, get a bunch of loot, do the sealed cave, buy an Esper, and then do Leet River. That's like my like classic meme opening, and then probably to Narsh from there. But yeah, I think that again,